stuff and bobs and thingamajigs. Stuff and bobs and thingamajigs. Hey guys, it's a Wednesday. I am running so behind schedule. So what happens when you go out with uncles? Time flies right out the frickin' window. Cool beans. All right, let's do some checks. We all love a good check around here. Gotta see how the sound's going, see how the video's going. Everything looks good. My video's a little screwy, but what are you going to do? Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Okay, we're going to turn that off because I do not want that playing in my ear all the dang time. I'm going to do a quick little update. I don't know how to spell. Hi. I'm doing things. In theory. Stop that. Just went live for a year-end WIP parade. Send the message to the Discord peeps. Afternoon. How are you doing today, Ashton? All right. We informed the Patreon people. We can close that because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to... No, I checked that. That's closed. Don't need that on. Don't need that on. Oh my god, I have so much stuff on the go here. Don't need that on. Computer devices. Just consume more and more in my life. More and more of my life. I want that one. There we go. Now we're good to go. Oh, I'm glad your day's going well. My day's going excellent. I have already been up and out. It's a good thing I had breakfast because I have yet to have lunch and it's after 1 o'clock my time. I went out with my uncle this morning, so we were out doing things. I forget the uncle effect on stuff for me. So I didn't even get home till 12:30. 12:40, and then I had to put stuff away before we could stream. So good news is, boy, do I have stuff in my fridge. My fridge is stocked. We went for a grocery shop because he's got a car, so then I don't have to try to cart all the groceries home in the snow and stuff with my cane. So he was kind enough to take me to the grocery store today. However, me and said particular uncle love wandering up and down the aisle and looking at all the stuff we've never seen before and reading ingredients lists. So, like, what should be like a 45-minute trip is like 2+ hours for us. Because we're busy reading the ingredients lists to see if it's something I can't eat or if it's something he's interested in eating and that he can also eat. And he doesn't believe in budgets. I don't know why I believe in budgets. I believe in budgets. Him, not so much. So, anyway, I'm home. We're going to do a WIP parade. I'm going to make some lunch. Probably early supper by the time we're done. We've got a lot to cover because we are going to take a look at all of the games, all of the projects I have on the go right now. Look, I have a mushroom button on my baggie. Mushroom button. To keep track of all my WIPs. This is one of 2 bags. If you've ever had an Ipsy bag, you'll recognize these things. That is just full of stitch markers. It's just all it's got is stitch markers. That's all that's in here is just stitch markers. We're going to pull out some stitch markers, and we're going to use the stitch markers to keep a tally of all of my works in progress. So we have an accurate number at the end of this live as to how many WIPs I have on the go. All right. Step 1. Very first stitch marker is for a project I can't show you. Oh, let's do okay, hang on, wait. Let's do parameters. I am not counting spinning projects. I am not counting sewing projects. And I am not counting projects that are design projects. Mostly because design projects, they come, they go through multiple stages, multiple iterations, and can take years before they get from my brain onto a paper somewhere for someone. So those are all in their own category and they don't count. The works in progresses we're talking about today, or the WIPs today, are strictly what I am knitting or crocheting for me, for fun, for presents, from a pattern, that sort of idea. The very first one, number one in the WIP parade, I cannot show you because it's a secret crafting for the month. So if you don't know, me and Louise get together twice a month and we jump on her channel, Wildflower Wool, and we talk about secret crafting. It grew out of an enjoyment of a 2-week sweater challenge that we did together a couple of years ago. And we decided we really just enjoy chatting with each other about knitting. And I went, okay, both of us believe in large WIP piles. Why don't we start working on WIPs? And once a month we'll pick a WIP, we'll work on it in private or not work on it in private, not tell anybody. And then we'll come back a month later and we'll see how we've done. This month, December's pick is my wood woes. So I cannot show you my wood woes because if you see it, you will have a spoiler for Saturday when we do the check-in, and you will know if I've worked on it or not. So project number one is a sweater. It is the second wood woes. I have already made a wood woes. I am wearing my first wood woes. I love Tristan of Dragonhorde Design sweater patterns. They fit me exceedingly well. She writes a really nice pattern. It's really good beginner-friendly stuff, and I adore her patterns for that. That, and the only thing I ever have to do is add length and take out short rows, which for me is primo French top tier patterning going on. So with that in mind, first project, which I can't show you, is out of the way and done. All right. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's just piles of stuff around me. There's so much going on this desk and on the floor and behind in here that I haven't even taken out yet. Okay, it's fine. It's good. It's good. We'll just keep going through the stuff on the desk, right? We don't need to get fancy about it, do we? I don't think so. We're all friends here. What are you even? Oh, you're a sock. Let's talk about you. Okay. Stitch markers, get out of the way. All right. Ooh, wait. Our counting system's going to derail at project number 2 because I have pulled out a stitch marker. Okay, project number 2. We have another stitch marker. Is my Christmas socks. Right now, I am clipped up here. We're into a cuff. I've got about like, what, an inch of cuff left? She says as she measures roughly a little over an inch of cuff done. So I have a little under an inch of cuff left to go. And I will have, this is sock number 2. Sock number 2. So I have about 3/4 of an inch and a ribbing bind off to do. And then I will have 2 Christmas Christmas tree farm socks. Yes, that's the colorway. This colorway is from Erin of Fire Red Fiber Co. This is obviously the inside of the sock because I knit inside out and backwards. Why? I don't know. I just do. It's fine. I'll pull right side out here for you guys. Right side out. Here we go. Right side out. So you can see the colorway. So we have contrast cuff on both socks. We should have an FO. You know, I could lie and say tonight, but if we know me, and I mean we all know me, it's not going to happen tonight. But it could be like the first FO of 2026. I mean, we're literally in 2026 tomorrow, so there's potential there. Can I stick this over here? Is there space over here for this? It's going to sit on top of my Xbox and hopefully not fall off. We'll find out how that goes. All right. Ooh, project number 3. We need another stitch marker. Where'd they go? Those are the loose ones. Where's my collection of them? Collection of them. All right. Another tab. Number 3. What do we want to do for number 3? Actually, let's do the other thing on the desk here because then the desk gets freed up. This is, if I'm honest, probably what I'm going to work on tonight, if I've got the time, is my Christmas stocking for next year. So I have been making the change so that my Christmas decorations, I mean, you all know this, they're moving away from Christmas and towards Halloween. So yes, I'm going to be Halloween September through December, and I'm happy about this. So one of the things to do is to make a Christmas stocking. That's Halloween. This is the start of the Graveyard Awakening Christmas stocking. Right now, it is just a cuff, and I'm just getting ready to start the color work on it. I've obviously got the gray ball of yarn that is attached to. I am using some Air and Fire with Fiberco amber color from this year's Yarn Club, which was, I don't remember, I think it's in the DNA. It references the mosquito and the amber from the Jurassic Park movies because it was Jurassic Park themed this year. And then a beautiful deep red that was gifted from the moderator, the marvelous moderator from Norway. And then this gray Barocco vintage DK. I also have a white sport for duplicate stitching and making wounds and stuff. So it will be a slightly smaller than worsted weight, but that's okay. I don't need to put stuff in the stocking. I just need a decorative stocking. Okay, we'll blow my nose because nose blowing is a thing that I do all the dang time. Next, this is why we're doing the stitch marker tracking because I've already forgotten what number we're on. All right, we'll stick you in the pile. What do we need another project? Oh, you know what? We got one more on the desk. It's the first of the blankets. You ready? Ready? I have 3 or 4 bundles of these tiny little squares. They're fingering weight yarn held double. It's just 3 rounds of a solid grinding square. That's it. I need to make 370, 380-ish squares. I haven't even busted through 100 yet. We've got a long ways to go on this one. Each of these squares is going to get laid out in a section, and it's going to flow like a watercolor stained glass image when it's finished, and it will be a queen-sized bedspread. So for the moment, we're in the depths of the tiny square making. Then I get to make the tiny squares into a blanket stage, which will be a whole other problem. I have yet to decide if I want to wash and block each of the individual tiny squares or if I want to assemble the blanket into bigger grid square sections and then wash and block the bigger grid square sections and then seam them together. I have not decided that yet. I will decide that when I get there. I also need to secure myself at some point, like the next 2 years, a lot of lead gray DK weight yarn. It's specifically got to be lead gray because I want that lead gray, sort of essentially it's melted metal, between the stained glass that you see. I want that shade of gray. So I'm on a very specific hunt for a very specific color so that I can take all of my variegated collections and make a very pretty stained glass window watercolor scape picture with it. So we are deep in the weeds on this one, and we're going to be deep in the weeds on this one for a hot minute, mostly because it's just that's how that's going to work. Where did I stick my... I've got to start sticking these in one spot. Okay. I'm going to try to get through these as fast as I can because I got a lot, guys. Next one. We have to count that at the end, aren't we? Moving over. Ooh, I remember what's in here. I started making crochet paper chains this year. My grand goal, which is always bigger than what I can actually handle, was to crochet an Advent Minis worth of yarn a day into strips that I could then seam together to make crochet paper chains. Nothing ever runs as smoothly as I think it's going to. I've got to learn. I got to learn. Oh, Melanie, Happy New Year or Happy New Year's Eve. I hope your day is going well. It took me a couple of iterations to get to the crochet paper chain, but we have a crochet paper chain strip I like. The problem is I only made it through 2 days of a 24-day advent calendar. So shoved in my deck, it's the current project for the WIP, is the rest of the advent calendar. I've got a lot more crochet paper chains to make. I suspect if I'm smart about it, I will pick this up in the depths of summer when I don't want anything on my lap and crochet off a bunch of the paper chain strips so that they're ready for assembly next December. I think that's probably my best bet. It would also make great quick project work for when I'm at the picnic or I'm out for the day, right? So here she goes. However, definitely didn't get it done this year. That's fine. What are you going to do, right? I have yet to manage lunch. So you're still doing better than me there, Melanie, and I'm nowhere near done my work for the day. But yay for being done work for the year. And you'll have tomorrow. Well, most people have tomorrow off. I shouldn't assume that you'll have tomorrow off because you might not have tomorrow off. But if you have tomorrow off, I hope you enjoy. Also, if you've got any ideas for suggestions for dinner, let me know because I have no idea what I'm going to feed myself. I've got a cat on my foot because I'm grounded. I'm grounded because I left the house. And I'm back. Oh, wait. We need to unclip. We're using stitch markers to keep track of our project totals so we know how many projects I've got in the end. So let's take one off. And then let's grab another project from the pile. So many projects. So far, we haven't run across anything that I'm willing to go, you know what, I'm not actually working on this. Let's rip it. These are relatively new projects or very, very long-term projects that I know I'm going to pick up and put down a whole bunch. So hopefully we'll run across some where I can be like, do I really need to be working on this? What's next? What are you? You are... Ooh. You're another blanket. I got into this whole use up my scrap thing this year, like use up my odds and ends, my bits, my bobs, and curate my collection down. I've been making marled granny squares. So this is just a basic granny square holding 2 yards of fingering weight double being crocheted on a 4mm crochet hook. I made the squares this big, got tired of making the squares this size, bound it off. I've got an end. And now that I have 8.5 of these squares, I know once I get to 9 squares, it's time to start assembly. I secured yarn today for assembling my squares. So I'm going to try to get square 9 finished before the end of this week so I can start assembling this, because this might be the first blanket FO of 2026 now that I've got the connecting yarn that I needed to get. So wish me luck. I'm going to go back into blanket territory. It's cold enough. It's fine. But all scrap sock weight yarn held double. So outside of the 2 balls I just bought to start, they're big balls. They're like a pound a piece, right? They're big balls. I have put no additional funds into this project that hadn't already been spent to put the yarn in the house for other projects. So all leftovers, all bits and bobs. None of these 2 squares are alike. I have to lay the squares out in order and take a look at them and decide which one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, I'll use the copiously large number of stitch markers I have to make little labels with numbers so I know where on the grid they need to go, so I don't get confused. But we have another project. We're definitely not getting rid of this one. This is like 2/3 finished. I'm down to assembly. It'd be crazy to get rid of it at this point. Also, I'm excited about finishing it. All right, let's do another project. We might not run into anything this year that needs to be ripped. I've been pretty aggressive about ripping projects as I run across them so that I don't have to worry about it. Oh my God, we're so... Okay, yeah. I have been waiting till after the WIP parade to attach the yarn for the sleeves for my Christmas sweater that I was working on. This is some Barocco Vintage DK and Purple and Gingerbread from Arcane Fiberworks held double, because that's also in the DK, to make the Saturday Morning sweater by Tristan of Dragonheart Designs. Why? Because I like her sweater patterns. It is meant to be a boxy oversized sweater. Once it's washed and blocked, we're comfortably not negative ease over the girls. So I think once we're fully washed and blocked, we're gonna be huge. But I wanted to talk to you guys as a part of the WIP before I started a sleeve situation, just to help prevent any random extra balls of yarn being wound up and being a problem for me. So this was the other thing I was going to work on tonight. It's Granny Square and this sweater tonight is my plans for the evening. Okay, body is done though. quite frankly, I knit 22 inches of body in less than a month. We're not ripping this. We're not ripping this. It is going to be my cute post yoga oversized 80s style sweatshirt that I can wear over my leggings. Yeah, I have a plan. Okay. Oh, my nose. I think it's because I was outside and then inside, then outside, then inside. You get the idea. And we're rocking I think we're going to get to a high of like minus 15 or something today before the wind chill. Wait. We have a plan. Where did I stick them? There they are. You have to do the stitch marker first into the pile of loose stitch markers so you can count how many WIPs you have when we're done. Okay, now I can grab another project. Oh, yes. Okay, we can't rip this. It's a gift. Hello, where'd you get stuck on, buddy? Terrible. I think my cat's been helping me. Major, were you helping Mommy? You know Mommy doesn't appreciate it when you help Mommy? I know it's crazy, but it's true. I don't. This is a couch throw for my brother-in-law. I'm going to be adding an orange and white stripe in it to sort of match the Chicago Bear colors, which is his favorite sports team. It's not going to be exact since I obviously didn't buy like officially branded. This is our color. I bought as close as I could get in my budget price range. But we're making a big old 40 by 40 inch couch throw for him to climb under and nap on the couch with. So good thing is, I know the navy blue is going to look good with my sister's couch. Bad news is so much more to go. I'm going to sneeze. Guys, my nose today. Okay. It's angry at something. I don't know what I did to it. Evening, Jude. How's it going? We are racing through WIPs as quick as we can to get a total here. Why? Because I don't know how many I have. We're keeping track of our WIPs by putting a stitch marker from one side of our keyboard to the other side of our keyboard. And then we're going to count when we're done. Okay. Yes, I just put one down, so time for a new project. Oh my god, leaving. The floors are really... Ooh, this one's fun. Oh, and then we can't... And Awesome won't even be spoiled till later because she's doing New Year's Eve things right now. This... I didn't pull out the entirety of the blanket projects, guys. They're sitting on the coffee table, and I just pulled out a small sampler for it. Otherwise, the bag situation in here would be unattainable. Like, it just... I wouldn't be able to move. There'd be so many bags in here. So... Another blanket. I got like 5 blankets on the go. I'm not allowed to start any more blankets, guys. I have way too many blankets on the go. We've got an unblocked lace square for Asa's blanket. This is out of some wonderful Briggs and Little Heritage. And this is a sample size I need to wash and block to get final measurements for. Which you can tell I haven't washed and blocked because we're still curving in pretty hardcore. Why? I haven't washed them. I haven't remembered I need to wash and block this when I've been washing and blocking things. It's nobody's fault but my own. So I'm going to go and I need to do this, do the final measurements. This is going to be combined with smaller squares in different colors for a sort of beachy theme situation once I get my final measurements. But we're obviously not ripping Alsa's blanket. Let's not get crazy now. I want to work on that this year if I can. My own brain's been holding me up. But it's okay. It's okay. All right. Next project. I'm still going to keep blowing my nose. I don't know what it is today. Watch. Oh, once I'm done the live, I won't blow my nose again for like 3 or 4 hours. That's how that works, right? Did I move a stitch marker over? Uh-oh. I put down still small enough total. I think we can count. I think 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I've got 8 stitch markers. And we did sock, wood woes, paper chains, Christmas stocking, watercolor blanket, Asa's blanket, marled blanket, sweater. Okay, so then I need to put a stitch marker down. Oh, the nose is interrupting me. Melanie, 1.5 is great compensation, and 1.5 is why I always volunteered to work all the holiday shifts, because the money was very nice and it generally wasn't a stressful shift, given the industries I worked in. Retail, I didn't really so much have an option in retail because I was management in retail, so like you have to work. So. Stitch marker, we just went through this process. Okay. Stitch marker. Then I can lean over and grab a thing. Project number 9. Oh, this is an old one. Okay. So in January, I started a Battenberg blanket with the Granny Square challenge that went on this past year. You know. So my hope had been to be done the blanket by the end of this year. We have hours left to go, and I've got days worth of work left. So no. But I do have one of my Battenberg squares. So I started by making squares. Again, I had a bunch of the Burnett Premium Tweed, which is my neutral here. Everything else came out of my odds and ends worsted weight acrylic bin, and I didn't spend any money otherwise. I have had to start buying more Burnett Premium in the tweed to finish the blanket. However, that's fine. I do need to finish off some squares. I need to attach the last 2 squares to the blanket that's already been put together, and then see how much I've got left to make. I am 2/3 again done a blanket. I know because it covers the bottom half of my bedspread right now. Then I need to do a border around it. So we still have days worth of work, but I'm gonna get cracking on this. I think once I'm done the marled one, because the marled's like at assembly stage and I don't have to make more tiny squares, but for the Battenberg I need to make more tiny squares. So I think that's how that one's gonna rock. I don't know if like a storm day makes things better or worse. Like the holidays I worked at the hotel, holiday days were just quiet. They just were. But storm days could be hit and miss, you know, especially like when I worked at restaurants and stuff. Storm days were hit and miss. Sometimes the storm day was quiet. Sometimes the storm day meant you were inundated with people who were stuck in town, depending on where you worked. And again, what industry? Storm days in retail meant everything was quiet, pretty much. All right. We're into the fun stuff. Now I get to start pulling from here. Pulling from here. Where? Move over a stitch marker. Blow my nose because I'm still running for whatever freaking reason. It's being a difficult bastard today. Maybe it's because I had breakfast so many hours ago and it's like, you know what I would like? Food. There. Okay, let's see what we got in here. I am so, okay, no, let's keep going on. I am so concerned that those projects that I have shoved in my cube are just going to attack me. They're just going to come for me. All right. This one is another unrippable because this is being sent away once it's finished. This is my second mallow cardigan. I did the first one for myself. This one is for Aaron. And maybe I can get stuff organized. I am so tired of sneezing. I wish I could stop. Okay. So you'll either be super dead or busy. It'll go one of two ways, depending on whether or not the truck. Well, I mean, truckers are truckers. They'll go through just about anything, as far as I can tell. I worked at a 24-hour Humpties for a while. Imagine the type of people I saw on the night shift. Oh, I'm so over my nose. All right, this is the front panel. This is my second front panel. I need to finish this. I need to get the back panel finished, and I need to get some sleeves done and a garter band, neck non-button band done. I don't need extra length for the body. This should not have taken me as long as it has. I don't know why my brain has been anti-lace this past year, but this is on the short list for Get Her Done January with the Fiber Friends. My brain is kind of at the point where I'm like, you know what I should do? Get a couple quick wins, the sock, the sleeves on the sweater, and then spend the rest of the month trying to get this done and off my needles. I think that's my best bet. Okay. I need a stitch marker. We're going to need more stitch markers soon. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of works in progress. Now, can I pull from the wall and not cause an avalanche? Did you put Make the Human Sneeze stuff in the air today, Phaedra? What do we got? Ooh. This is a quick one. We're not ripping this. This is my sibling's mitten, which is still at the bind off and make a second mitten stage. Okay. This is another one. Get Her Done January. Top of the list. Actually, do I have time to work? Do I work on the mittens tonight and like have a final finish for 2025 and like sneak it under the wire? Because I could finish a mitten in a bulky in a night. There's no way I can't do a bulky mitten in one evening. Maybe we try to sneak that in as a finish this year. No, I need thumbs too. Well, no, thumbs won't take me very long. Again, it's on a bulky, right? Maybe I try to finish the mittens tonight. That would be nice, like just before midnight, last finish of 2025. That could be fun. Stitch marker. Stitch marker. There you go. We're gonna have to go find more stitch markers after this. All right, what else is back here? Hi, what's in here? What do you have? Oh, pumpkin bag. Do you even have a project? Or do you have a thing that's going to be a project? I'm okay if you've just got a thing that's going to be a project. We don't have needles in here. This is just a bag of yarn. Okay. Oh, something's wrong with me. You're not wrong, Jude. That was my other thinking. If I don't, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I hate sneezing. Okay, this is just a bag of yarn, and it shouldn't even be up there. So I don't need a stitch marker to be moved because of the project. So hopefully there's a project in here. And I'm going to blow my nose again. Why nose? You were fine this morning. Oh, you know what it is, guys? I cleaned the floors in here yesterday. I probably didn't leave the window open long enough for the chemical smell from the cleaners to get out of the air. I probably did this to myself. All right, what's in here? Some other Halloween bag. God, I love Halloween bags. Oh, it's my sister's shawl. I was supposed to rip this. I'm not gonna. You guys won't tell on me, right? It'll be our little secret. I started working on a skull shawl for my sister. It's supposed to be her birthday present this year because she turned 40 this year. We'll see if I can get it done for her 41st birthday, which is in February. You can see It's cute. I asked her if she felt grown up enough for an adult shawl, and she said she did. So I'm crocheting out of some Barocco vintage DK and some beautiful pink DK. This really cute skull shawl, which only makes sense if you understand that my sister really, 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 really loves skulls. Like, really loves skulls. It's a simple pattern. I've made the skull shape before. It doesn't really change from pattern to pattern. It's the same technical brief for the crocheted skulls, but it can be a really cute lace shawl. And they are in colors that she will wear and will look good with her wardrobe because she wears mostly black dresses for things. Which means the gray and pinks will look really good against it. Or on her computer chair so she can drape it over her shoulders when she's feeling a little cold at the computer. That's fair. I will sneeze extra with the smelly chemicals, but I absolutely detest the smell of vinegar. Like, detest the smell of vinegar. I can't stand it. I hate it so much. I use it only when absolutely strictly speaking necessary because I cannot stand the scent of the stuff. I don't like it. Like, I have to not breathe when I'm eating balsamic vinaigrettes for salads because that's enough of a vinegar smell to bother me. I clean with the chemicals because I have a cat. I am allergic to her, so I clean with anti-dander specific stuff, even though it does mean the next day if I haven't aerated my space enough, I'm sneezing extra. I'm willing to deal with it to have the clean I want without vinegar. And I have hardwood floors, so I obviously Murphy oil my floors, and I care for the hardwood. That smell also sets me off, even though I don't mind the smell of Murphy's oil. It will also make me sneeze for days. It just means for a little bit when I super clean my floors. It's like anytime I walk outside my apartment and I have to deal with anybody ever. I'm just allergic to them. It's okay. Ooh, stitch marker. Oh, we need more stitch markers. Oh, thank God we brought the whole bag over. All right, let's grab another thing of stitch markers. What do we want? We have another group of stitch markers. Excellent. Let's put one into our total counter because we're definitely over 10. Definitely over 10. Oh, God dang nose. I might get up and open my window. Do we have everything off the floor? Nope. Ooh. Yes, no, because that's a bag of yarn. We discovered that. That's a project. That's a project. This one we can talk about. This one we can talk about next. Then we're on to this. Okay. Ooh. Love this project bag because there's no zipper. I love no zipper project bags. And it's Halloween. How can you say no to Halloween? It's the always worked on, never finished linen top. Right. I have literally like what? One end to finish? Yeah, I've got one strap to finish knitting, and then I have to seam them together. Oh, come on. Now, what have I been doing with my days? Obviously going crazy. I've got my other two straps done and ready for seaming. I literally have one end to finish. Oh, that's it. Guys, I'm going to get up and open my window. This is ridiculous. I cannot get my nose to stop. I've got one. I've got one strap left on my Como top. And it's finished. Whatever was I doing when I stopped? Okay, this needs to be in the get her done January pile too. I'd like to be finished that. How much time do I think I have in January? Okay. Okay, that's it. We need to open a window, kid. Mother can't take it. smokes. Okay. Chair. Rude much, buddy. All right. We've opened a window. Hopefully that helps. I mean, I also cleaned the blinds and washed the walls in here yesterday, so like there's a lot of chemicals going on in here right now. Jude, you're not wrong. It was in timeout because it's a bottom up linen tank top, and I enjoyed making it, but I had to guess at how much body length I required and how much strap length I needed, simply because of the height ratios, right? So I'm not blaming the designer for this. It's not the designer's fault that I just have a longer torso than the designer does. That's my torso. It is what it is. But while the straps are a good length and the neckline is a good length, the body, even though I added extra, is still too short. I would have to rip back to the underarms and knit more body and then re-knit each one of the individual front back straps. No. So this linen como top is the right torso length for an Erin of Firewood Fiber Co. So she's getting it when I'm done with it. But it definitely did sit in a timeout because by the time I realized what I needed to do, and I was talking with Erin about it, she's like, yeah, put it in timeout and pick it up later when you're less angry at it, because I was mad. I still have a t-shirt quality worth of linen. I may honestly make another como top knowing now how much extra body length I need to add to make it the right length for me. So like we might see the return of the como top. We just won't see it for a hot second or two because I need to finish that and gift it so that it's out of my house, and I no longer pick it up and get like seething angry. I'm just more annoyed that it's not finished. So we're going to finish it. Also, I want to knit more linen next year. I really like linen. It's really nice. Okay. We'll see how we do. Next project. Let's see if we can find another thing we can talk about. Oh, wait, there was one on the floor I still hadn't talked about. Hello. Can I talk about you? I don't even know what's in here. Or are you a design project? She says questioningly. No. We're one of the cast-ons from earlier this year. Hot dang. What shawl was I making? So this is a ball of shawl and a ball. Gotta love shawl and a ball. And a skein from Kim and Colin of Ginger Snap That, which look really nice together. And this was part of the Stash Yarn Club for the year. The collection. I have no space anywhere on this desk to put stuff. I need to put you here. Yikes. And I think I am making... what shawl did I decide to go with? Did I decide to go with like Pie Made Me Do It? Or no, it's a shawl design. I technically shouldn't be showing you guys this then. It's a shawl design. Oh well. Shh. Don't tell anybody. I'm slowly making progress on a shawl design, guys. Hot dang. I'm going to have to stare at this for a hot second and remember what shawl I'm working on. I seem to have a yarn over increase. Then I am top-down triangle, which I love. I love me a top-down triangle. Oh, I know which one this is. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I remember. But this is as far as I got, so. Not a thing for January. Not, well, maybe we'll see what the Secret Crafting vote-off stuff is. I may put this into the Secret Crafting vote-off pile for January to see if we pick it. Oh, that'd be fun and different, because like I've got 2 sweaters happening at the start of January. Two sweaters starting at the start of January. 2 right off the hop. And if we include finishing the striped sweater sleeves, that's 3 sweaters in January. That seems excessive. No, I'm not going to finish. The fingering weight sweater I'm starting in January. That's crazy pants. But I need to finish the crochet one. Ow. Oh, that snowbank I ran into is starting to bite back. I need to finish the crochet one that I start in January, and I need to finish the striped sweater in January. The Christmas sock, which totally needs like that 3/4 inch of ribbing. My sister's mittens. We should have a lot of finishes in January. I need to capitalize on Get Her Done month, right? Okay, I'm going to count that as a project, even though technically I don't have to, because I said we weren't counting designs, but we're here, we looked at it, it counts. We're going to move into the stitch marker over. Stitch marker. I'm still blowing my nose, but it feels less aggressive. What else we got back here? Fiber, which we don't need to worry about. Uh-oh. Guys, that just leaves the cube. Guys, it just leaves the cube. Okay. Oh, this is dangerous. Hi. What are you? I don't even know what's in here. Like, I don't know what's projects. I don't know what's just collections of yarn that could be projects. I won't know till we get in here. What is this? This is... Oh. This is supposed to be a market tote bag that I haven't started. It counts. I know what it's going to be. It's what it needs to be. But look, it's living in one of the bags I made. Isn't that cute? Also excellent project bags. It's supposed to be a market tote bag, the mesh style one. So we need to put that down here. Because we've counted it. Oh, we need another stitch marker. Right now, it's just a collection of cotton yards. That's fine. What other project? What else we got? What are you? Are you a project or are you just a bag of yarn like one already decided one is? Oh. Yeah, you're just a bag of yarn. That's cool. I'm really getting into this whole crochet bag as project bag things. Like this is the modern boho granny bag. Really cute. All right, that's going to go over the pile of yarn. That's project's worth of yarn in a bag. Oh, you're going to have a project in you. I just know it. What's in here? Oh my God. Do you guys remember when I started a cape? How long ago did I start a cape? Oh my God. It's not even on its needles. It's on a pair of small circular needles elastic together. Oh my God. Oh, should I rip this? Oh, it's been a while. Or should I keep it? I only have one cape pattern. I just don't remember the name of it. But it's the only cape pattern I have, so it would be that cape pattern. I don't know. Oh, should I? Or should I rip? Oh. Like there's not that much. Like we don't have a ton of progress on it. Should I cut the cord on this one and reclaim these 3 skeins of yarn? Oh, I don't know. We literally have an inch worth of progress. There's an inch worth of progress, guys. I don't know. Is it worth keeping it? Oh. I feel like no. Oh, I hope Louise isn't watching. This is gonna cause her issues. Because they're really pretty colors. They're fingering weight. There's 3 of them, so I could make a short sleeve or elbow length sleeve something. What I don't know specifically yet. Real life kitten, would you like a snack while Mommy decides if we need to rip this project or not? You would like a snack. How does that not surprise me? I am not likely to get around to it. I picked it up and I know where I am in the pattern, but I'm not likely to get around to it this year with all of the other stuff I've already got on my plate already. I don't think I'm going to get to it this year, so it feels like a waste when I'm giving the cat a snack, when I could literally be giving this yarn to another project. And there's nothing saying that I might not rehank all the yarn and then just cast it back on again in like 2027 or something. Phaedra, there you are, bud. Eat your snacky. I think I'm with you, Jude. I think we need to rip this. Oh, Louise, if you're watching, gird your loins. It's happening right now on screen. We're getting rid of it. I mean, it also means I've got extra stitch markers to use if I need them. So one thing we're never short in this house is stitch markers. Here we go. She's coming off the... And I was on a holder needle, and it's been so long. I would want to restart anyway. Okay, here we go. There are so many stitch markers on here. Holy schnickerdoodles. Oh, my nose. Ah! Come on, off the needle. You can do it. I believe in you. It's fingering weight. Once it's off the needle, guys, I've committed to it. I can't pick up fingering weight stitches. All right. There we go. Because I hadn't made it that far. Looked like it was being the right size, though. Oh. Okay. But yeah, no, that's not going to work. I wouldn't go back to it this year. All right, done. We're going to add it to the collection of bags that just have yarn in them. And I reclaimed one of my super tiny circulars, too, which is good. I like these. Excellent cable needles, by the way. Hairball. I'm still kind of sneezy, but not as bad as I was. So opening the window was the right call. But it doesn't mean we're not adding to the stitch marker pile yet, because we just ripped a project. All right, what else we got in here? That felt good. We've ripped at least one project. I feel better now, guys. We have so many projects. Okay, what are you? I feel like you're a sock. Socks are fine. Socks don't stress me out. You are, in fact, a sock. How did I? Oh, this is another one of those cast-ons from this year. This is just a vanilla toe-up sock. But what I did was we had minis, and I wound each mini was 20 grams, and I wound each of those into half balls. And I'm just making a vanilla toe-up color block sock. So like there's the other sock yarn, and all the other minis are obviously correspondingly farther into the ball, right? Oh, I was gonna pull. I could have knit on this in the car today. What? Oh, I'm a terrible human being. Okay, that's it. Oh, I'm even practicing some different textures. This is definitely... Do I remember what texture this is? If I think about it, I will. Okay, we're keeping the sock. Socks are socks. Socks are socks are socks are socks. We can totally work on a sock. Whenever we want to work on a sock, that's fine. Into the pile of projects. Okay. New stitch marker. New stitch marker. Next, what? Hi. Listen, I know it's kind of cold where you are, but there is a freshly made bed. It got clean sheets and a clean comforter this morning that you can go lie down on, buy a space heater, aka the steam heat for the building. And it's quiet back there because I'm not back there right now. So you can go have a pee. I understand the last time you took a nap today, I disappeared. Yeah. And I was gone for 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. I am so grounded. Okay. Next thing. What do we got? God, we're still working on that first square. Oh, this is a bag Susanna got me. Super cute. I like it. Dum 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 dum. Look, Halloween. What did I stick in here? Oh my god. Okay, we have another rip situation, I think. We're gonna have to make a call. Do I keep it? Do I not keep it? It's the start of a hexagon cardigan. Oh my word. In fingering weight yarns. So I've made some progress. Look, it's a hexagon cardigan for a doll. As you might guess, I'm going to need many, many, many more rounds for it to fit the human. Do you think I should? I was thinking just like a short sleeve hexagon cardigan. So just like make it till it was big enough to almost go across my back and like fit my sleeves, like fit my arms in comfortably, and just leave it at the whatever length of elbow that was. And then make a panel down the middle of straight granny clusters. Yes, if I don't cast on, you are correct. I don't think you've met me in a cast on, Jude. It is hard for me to say no to a cast on. I love casting on. Maybe I keep it for like a summer garment thing. I was worried about how much yarn I had for it because I don't think I have enough yarn to do anything much longer than like a cropped length. I think I reclaim it. I don't want to be working on fingering weight cardigans next month because if I do a fingering weight cardigan next month, that's all I can do. Even in crochet, like it does take time. So I think no, we're going to rip that. We're going to rip it. I'm not solid on the volume of yarn, and I hate yarn chicken. That's going to go into that one. Okay, next. We have so much going on. I don't think I can avoid this big bag anymore, can I? What's one of the dice bags I made? You're not wrong, Jude, though. That would be a nice cast on pickup project for January, but I don't think so. You are? I don't know what you are. Hello. What do you look like? You look like shawl. You might be another design shawl. You're in the wrong spot, buddy. You shouldn't be here at all. Oh no, it's the start of a sweater. But what sweater? Oh, I don't know. Okay, cool. I have a start of a sweater and I don't even know what the sweater pattern is. So we're ripping this right now. Guys, I don't remember what sweater it is. This has got to go. Okay, hang on. I'm going to blow my nose and then we're going to rip another. We're up to 2 ripped projects so far. Because I don't even know what it is. Super pretty though. Like, oh, isn't that gorgeous? And I love the colors. So, at least I like the color combo. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, let's pop this. This has got to go. I'm going to leave the yarn in the bag though, because I really like how these two colors are working up. Yeah, I know. Isn't that cute? But be darned if I know what it was I was making, because I don't even remember the name of the pattern, but that's fine. It's not far enough for me to feel any guilt about it. Could you get off the yarn? Thank you. We're going to save this yarn for something else. No, wait. I'm going to cast on with everybody who's testing the Choose Your Own Adventure and make another Choose Your Own Adventure sweater with everybody else. Maybe I turn this into that. I just attacked the cat with a stitch marker. Oopsies. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to do that. This would be beautiful Choose Your Own Adventure yarn. Okay, we are winding this up and swatching for the Choose Your Own Adventure sweater. That's what we're doing with this yarn. So I am not counting it as a project because it's not on the needles. But I'm going to put it in the project bag collection because it's pretty much just going to go back on the needles. However, it will be at 22. Oh my God, that means I'm starting 3 sweaters. Oh my God, January. I need to learn how to count. Guys. Oh no. I've run into a potential problem with the mitten plan for tonight. Nope, doesn't count as a project. I'm still fine with the stitch markers. That's a supported spindle. That's not even a project. I think we're down to just bags of yarn. That whole, no, this has a project in it. I need to swatch for the Scout sweater tonight. And I was talking to my mommy after the podcast this Sunday, and she agrees I have to swatch for both. So, okay. Mom says I gotta swatch for both. Gotta swatch for both. Gotta obey the rules. What am I making? Do I even know what I'm making? There's some sort of... Well, I did a swatch. That's always a good sign. What color yarns are these even? It looks like my huckleberry. It looks like one of the berry ones from Erin. Anybody remember what I'm making? Something. How does Louise keep track of all of her projects? I don't remember what I'm making. I think we gotta rip it. It's another sweater. Like, it's another sweater. But I don't remember what I'm making. Dang. Okay, here we go. We're ripping. I don't know what it is. If I can't call it off the top of my head right away, it's not going to stick. Oh my God. I'm going to have to find the other yarn for this. It means I've got a sweater quantity of this yarn floating around somewhere. Of these 2 yarns. Okay. Okay. Oops, wait. Let's take the stitch marker out before we attack the cat with the stitch marker again. She would not be okay with that. Look at all these needles I'm claiming back. Okay, hang on, wait. Hang there. I want to try to my way. Oh, what was I even making? I don't even know. But I don't have 4 balls of yarn in here or more. This is definitely a fingering weight or a DK weight. We're fingering weight, and I only have 2 of the 4 balls I would need for a sweater. So I don't... What? I don't even know what I was making. It's fine. We're going to add it to the pile of what in the world was I doing? We've claimed back 3 needles so far today. Oh, my nose. Okay. Though you've noticed since I opened the window, it's declining. So something in the air in the apartment. What else is in here? No, I know that for sure is just yarn in a bag. I don't have to worry about it. It isn't a project. I should re-hank a bunch of this stuff so it's not just in balls, so it's easier for me to tell what I'm doing with it. Like, Keska fudge buckets, buddy. What are you? I have just... It's my bag of happiness. But what are you? Don't we love this help Jocelyn figure out what the heck she was working on game? Oh, I know what this is. Never mind. We're good. It's the haunted house cowl. You guys remember the haunted house cowl? It's the haunted house cowl. Okay. We can leave this on the needles. I'm going to put the needle back in here. Okay. Never mind. I remember what this is. This is a project. I need to put the mini in here so I keep that track of the other skeins. That'll help me with this one. This is what I have enough space. I should put the other Halloween colored yarns in here because we're making Halloween cowls this year. This is going to be one of the Halloween projects for January. Over there we go. Oh, it's time to add a new stitch marker. We did it, guys. We finally found something that I wasn't going to immediately rip. Hey, listen, we ripped projects. We'll just grab a stitch marker from that pile and drop it over here. Okay, good news is I think we're closing in on being done. I think I just got the ones in here, I think. You are my Endless Summer Adventure shawl. Oh, I'm not ripping this. I'm not ripping this. This is the triangle version of the Endless Summer Adventure shawl that I've never managed to finish because the rows are insanely but I'm into the bottom third. I'm into the bottom third. I'm into the great switch with all the eyelet lace. Look at how pretty that purple and gray is. Ah, look at it. We need to get this finished before spring. Maybe March? Maybe we make March shawl month. March shawl month? Okay, we're keeping this one. Keeping this one. I'm even counting it, even though technically it's a design. It's just sort of a stitch count change for a triangle version of the Endless Summer Adventure shawl I've already designed. So, okay, we're keeping that. Oh, that was a good discovery. You sure you don't want to go lie down on all of the yarn I'm throwing on top of stuff? No? Okay. You want to stay at my feet? Sure, buddy. What do I know? All I know is I'm blowing my nose less. Which is nice. Mm-hmm. It is. It's nice. Okay. What else we got? Wait, we're keeping that. We need a new stitch marker. Wait, guys. We almost lost track of our counting. Okay, stitch marker. Into the pile. Now what else we have an empty bag. Oh, that's handy. What are you? I think you're just yarn. Hello. What happened? Oh, okay. I think this is just a sweater quantity of sport weight. This is just a sweater quantity of sport weight yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 balls of white or ecru sport weight yarn from Briggs and Little, which I mean technically is kind of just like a DK weight. Should I make a DK? Hear me out. If I find one with the ball band or sticker still on it, we're sport, which is close enough to DK weight. Why am I trying to read the back of a tag? Something's wrong with my brain. There is a crochet pattern that's got color work. Technically, the sample is done in a dark body color with a light color work, but I could do the body in the white and the color work in the dark and hold. Remember that words fell right out of my head. Hexagon cardigan, the fingering weight hexagon cardigan that I was looking at that I'm going to rip because fingering weight cardigans take a long time. What if I did the crocheted color work and made the body white and used those 2 skeins of fingering held double to get me into that like DK worsted, sport worsted range? And I had a white and like that really dark color work and did that as my January sweater. That could be really fun. And I've never done crochet color work, so that would be something new, which is exciting. Okay. Phaedra, we need to keep track of this bag of yarn, so please don't knock it off the cue, babe. That could be really pretty, right? I mean, I might have just lost my mind, and you guys can all just feel free to tell me I've lost my ever-loving mind. The color work is just a series of diamond shapes across the yoke, and some squiggles, some fun chevron-y squiggles above and below. And then it's got a, I want to call it a gauntlet sleeve. I play way too much Dungeons and Dragons. in the same sort of idea. So like the bottom half of the sleeve to the cuff also has nice squiggle, chevron, geometric shape work. And then it calls for more geometric shaping at the bottom band, which I probably wouldn't do because I wouldn't want to highlight my stomach that way. But I would definitely do the yoke and the gauntlet part. I think that could be fun. Good luck with the freezer meals. Sometimes freezers don't help, Melanie, but best of luck and Happy New Year, love. Jude, I rip out a lot because I have a good decrease. Depending on how many stitches I forgot how to intercrease. God, my nose. If it's only like 3 or 4 stitches, I just sort of jam them in there the next row. It does make a world of difference at all. I'm gonna look at that color work DK weight sweater for the crochet because I think that might be good. Nice pullover DK, so it's like a 4 or 5 millimeter, depending on the gauge, which is a comfortable hook size for me. That's got potential. Okay, do we have anything else in here? I think that might be it. I think everything else I've got down in here is bags of yarn. Which I mean sounds terrible, but they're projects I never started or I set aside. I just never got around to. Yeah, they're bags of yarn, guys. Okay, we're done. We're good. We've reached the end. That was less than I thought it was going to be. Okay. We only got like what, semi-distracted? And my nose has only been trying to kill me. I wish that it would end at some point, some way, someday. But my ability to get distracted is order of magnitudes more when I'm on a higher level medication. So just imagine me at my sugared and most distractible, but that's my baseline normal if I up my meds any higher. So I really don't like doing it unless I absolutely have to. It probably also doesn't help I haven't eaten since like 7 this morning. So, all right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10. Hey, Jen. Oh, no, Jen, I'm so sorry today's not ending for you. We just went through all my WIPs and we're counting them. We ripped 3 things today. So we did very good with being stern with ourselves. However, having said that, we're still at 10. We've been using stitch markers to count how many projects we have. So every time we looked at a project, we put a stitch marker on one side of our computer keyboard beside our mouse. And now I'm just collecting all of them. And we're going to see how many works in progresses we have all told. I just attacked my cat with another stitch marker. She's sleeping at my feet and I just dropped a stitch marker on her. She's not happy by that, guys. Okay, so we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Am I under 20? Oh, no, that's better. 19. I'm at 20. I was like, I can't be. I'm at 20. I'm 20. I have 20 works in progress. Oh my God. 5 of those are blankets. So 15 of those are just legitimate projects. It's a good thing that we're doing the projects with Louise, right? Technically, 2 of these were also design shawls, But one of them is a design that's already out there in the wild world, and the other one, I have this many works in progresses, minus the one I dropped on my cat. So we're ending 2025 with 20 works in progress, 5 of which are sweaters. We ripped 3 projects. Oh my god. Okay, I need to. There's just a sea of projects this way. Just a sea of projects this way. That's a lot. I'm literally casting on like 3 sweaters tomorrow. That's a thing. However, I don't know. Hopefully, it doesn't take me too long to put this all together. I still like Jude's idea of maybe trying to get a mitten done tonight. See if I can sneak an FO into 2025. Like get my sister's mitten done tonight if I can. And if not, then just like have the thumbs tomorrow morning, and then I can have like 3 cast-ons and a finish. Not too shabby to start 2026 off with. However, that's it. That's all she wrote. Maybe we aim to get down to like 15 works in progress next year. I don't want to be crazy. Like, I don't want to go single digits. I don't think I'll ever be single digits, but maybe we can get down to like 15 WIPs. It's true, you just did 12 cast-ons, didn't you? Though, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much, Jen, with having the 21 WIPs because, like, you knit pretty fast and you get finishes fairly consistently. Conversely, you're also slightly less distractible than I am. I'm worried that we're going to very quickly balloon. Very quickly balloon. I need the Escal sweater starts tomorrow, the Buddy Net with me and Asa. The crochet sweater for the crochet group with Louise starts tomorrow. Oh, goody. The Choose Your Own Adventure call out for test knitters happens tomorrow. So that's probably the 2nd, if I'm honest. I don't have the video fully edited yet, so I'm probably going to have to release that on the 2nd. So that's going to be starting within the first week, and I'm going to knit with everybody as they knit on the sweater. I'm going to knit another one. So I'm already up to 3 sweaters. 2 of them are fingering weight in January. And that's before we get into the Halloween cast on. I think this Halloween month is going to be between the stocking and the cowl. I'm hoping, Jen, that I'm with you. Jen, I'm hoping I can channel you. I get some stuff finished. I would like to, hopefully in January, get my sister's mittens finished. I would like to get I should be able to get my Christmas sock finished because I just have that 3/4 of an inch of ribbing left in a bind off. So like it's so close. I want to get the sleeves for my Christmas striped sweater done. And then I'm going to literally see if I can also squeeze in like maybe the mallow cardigan, getting that finished. So the hope is like 4 or more finishes in January. I have to cast on some mittens for my niece, so I got to do some more additional casting on. Hopefully, maybe a blanket. Maybe can I get a blanket done in January too? Like I've got one at assembly. That would be a lot. That might set a bad precedent. Like if I have like a finished 4 to 6 items month in January, that sets a really bad precedent for like the rest of the month, the rest of the year, me not finishing a darn thing. Could be fun though. All right, guys. We've done a parade. I've got 20 WIPs. We now have a grand total. We know what to tease me about throughout the rest of the year. Have a good New Year's Eve, whether you're done work or you're still working. Whenever you're able to take the chance, have a snack. If you can, take a nap. And we will literally see you guys in 2026, which is just but hours away for us. I'm going to go have some lunch. It's really late in the day and I am really hungry. I'm going to make some food. Oh my God, you guys. And we will And at the very latest, we will catch you on Sunday. If we don't see you for the Zoom call tomorrow or for the check-in on Saturday, I will absolutely see you guys on Sunday. And we'll start talking about 2026 and the things that we're doing going forward. Okay? Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Do you want an outro? I could do an outro. I'm Jocelyn. This is the Northern Knits Podcast. And wherever, I need to go eat. Wherever your week takes you, don't forget to craft.